Hi, Shannon. Welcome to your Reiki session today. I'll have you go ahead and just close your eyes. While I sense, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Have you ever had a Reiki session before?
No.
Okay. And is there anything particular on your mind, or would you just like me to do an overall reading and clearing?
Overall reading and clearing would be great.
Okay. So let me just get a general sense. I will work partially off the body and partially on the body. So is it okay if I touch you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The first thing I do is just work a few inches away from the face. Feeling the heat, feeling the aura. I can already tell your color is pink. That means that you're basically radiating love, right? Love and positivity, but it's very strong, which can be a bad thing because that could mean that maybe you're giving more away than you're taking. You're giving quite a lot of that love, a lot of that effort and energy is radiating out of you, and I'm not sure that there's enough being stored among your energy itself to sustain you. But we'll keep sensing here. That was just my initial. Start doing a little sweeping every now and then. We'll just work hard to clear our mind of all distractions, any noises we hear. There's always going to be some noise in the world. We have to tune it out or try and tune it in with our frequencies. Making some soft sounds with my hands as well. This is me just trying to create the vibrations that your body's emitting so that I can really be in sync. I'm going to move this to the side. Just doing a little plucking here. Little micro movements to try and pull out some of the stuck energy. Yeah, that energy is really, really strong. You may often get the feedback that when someone meets you, they just feel like they know you immediately. Just feel very close to you very fast. That's because the body is radiating that positivity, that love, that energy, that warmth. But underneath the surface here, underneath that layer, is a bit of coolness. I want to focus on this side, the right side. Start out with just a little bit of sound here, and you'll feel a little bit of tapping as well. I'm just trying to align my frequency with yours. Your energy is so strong that I'm actually having a little trouble breaking into it. Every time I try and insert my own energy, yours is taking over. And that is not a bad thing. Again, probably means that you have a lot of people who are drawn to you. especially people who feel a little unsure of themselves, turn to you. Something now. See if I can break through any easier. Definitely a little clearer. See if there's any spots in particular that have an opening for me. So I've just got a tool here that's going to sway depending on where I place it. First, grounding it on the crown chakra. Of course, I might go a little bit here and there just from my hand moving it, but we're looking for patterns. So far it looks okay there. We're getting massive side-to-side movement right there. Right in the back of this right shoulder. Oh wow, okay. So there is something going on there that I think I can break into. And press on that point right there with a bit of an acupressure tool. So you're going to feel kind of an intense pressure. If it's too much, please let me know. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Activating different points here. These ones are especially important because they lead both down into the heart and the internal organs, as well as up into the brain function. You have them on both sides. The left side is slightly more heart-oriented, the right side is slightly more head-oriented. Just tracing this line up into the head. Same thing on this side. Tracing it down towards the heart. Just grounding out that work we just did. Got just a couple of dried flowers here. Local. We absorb the energy of the nature around us. And sometimes we just need to be reconnected to it. I like to work with very soft plants like this because not only does it feel nice and relaxing, but it also just brings a softness to the energy. Oftentimes in modern day, energy is very harsh, constantly stimulated with harsh lights, harsh sounds, sensations that are designed to be addicting. This just resets these feelings of calm nature, things like that. Let's see how we are faring now. A little sweeping, okay? Tilt your head back for me. Is that okay?
Mm.
I want to do some more pressure points in the face. I use a slightly different tool for this. Just turn gently for me. I'm going to trace the facial meridians. Around the third eye. And down the face. Gonna hold one in the air here. Okay. Work mostly off the body for a moment. you to open your eyes for one moment. So I want you to just stare at that little glass tip there, and I want you to follow it everywhere it goes, trying to connect the eyes with the gemstones here. The eyes are a key part, so I want you to stare now at the jade. Okay, trying to bring a little energy in. Do you ever feel at the end of the day, let's say you don't even have a strenuous day, you didn't work, you don't really understand why you feel so emotionally and physically spent, so tired. Does that ever happen to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's because your energy is so strong that you're literally using a lot of your emotional capacity, physical capacity to just handle it, just control it. And again, this is not a bad thing, but it can be quite a lot on ourselves. It's important to step back and retreat within ourselves sometimes. Take care of ourselves first before radiating that energy out. That's what I'm trying to do right now, just contain the energy. A couple of gem bags here. I'm just going to be filling them with some stones. So I'm going to place one on this shoulder here, one here, activating them both, and aligning them with your third eye. I'm going to mess up your hair just a little bit here, but I want to really work it into the scalp and the head. And following those same lines from the shoulder here up to the head, and the shoulder here down to the heart. Acupressure tool coming in once again. Okay. Let's do one final sense here. The injury has settled down a lot. What that might mean for you is that your thoughts turn inwards. Maybe some of those things that you were thinking about or other people that you were focusing on are fading away just a little bit. You're making time and room for yourself. Just finish you off with a little bit of feather sweeping just to remove some of those finer bits of energy, just to really seal the session. Shannon, I want you to slowly come back into the room, sort of become aware of your surroundings, aware of any noises, any voices, any sounds. How are you feeling right now? Do you feel balanced?
I do.
Okay, good. Tonight, I just want you to focus on yourself and see how that feels. See if that really refreshes you in a way that just rest wouldn't.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.